Oh yeah, the early bird gets that worm. You know what to do. It's Tuesday. It's break on through. And I don't know, I'm a little bit early. But of course I'm going to wait till you all come in and pull up a chair and sit down. Before I get started, I got a lot to talk about today, man. Got a new feature to the program I'm going to try. See how you guys like it. There's Adina Sods. All right. Dylan's in here with us. Mark Unrest is here live on Break On Through. Jason Freeman. Gary Morris. Come on in, fellas. Come on in, ladies. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope everybody had a good weekend and a start of the week. Hope you had a good day today on this Tuesday. I'm going to try something new on Break On Through. I don't know if you've noticed on my Facebook page, I started doing top 10 list. Well, my main, the Widowmaker, says to me, Jeff Clayton, why don't you talk about your top 10 list on Break On Through? And I was like, and then post them afterwards, you know, to get the conversations going with the people that didn't tune in to Break On Through. And I was like, man, that's a damn good idea. And I'm gonna do 2 top 10 lists today because, you know, if I have to sit and talk about what ANTiSEEN's done and all this, you know, for everything, I mean, it's like I already feel like I'm running out of stuff to talk about as far as that goes. Unless you people ask me something, then I'll be glad to elaborate on it. All right, we got some people coming in today, boy. All right. First of all, last week it was Tom O'Keefe's birthday. I hope everyone went by his page and wished him happy birthday. Our main Dennis Highland had a birthday, I think, Sunday. This coming Saturday, you all know, you've heard me all talk about my good friend Janice Blythe, the actress that played Ruby in The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2. Also the subject of our song since 1985, Ruby, Get Back to the Hills. Well, her birthday is this Saturday. So would everybody please go by her Janice Blythe Scream Queen page. That's the page I run for her. And leave her a little birthday message on there, and I'll get in touch with her and tell her, Janice, go look at the page. And I think that'll make her really happy. Hell, and if you feel so inclined, buy a picture or some stickers, or some pictures and a sticker while you're there. Start marking everything off that I'm talking about. Okay. Got a couple more news items, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and get started on my first top 10. I guess for the first little bit, man, I've got about 30 or 40 musical artists that I'm going to post my top 10. Now, there's something I want to make clear, though. When I post a top 10, that's just what I'm feeling right at that moment. I mean, I would say the first song I put is probably my number one by whichever artist we're talking about. But, you know, people come up, what about, you know, it's like, not my top 10, son. Doesn't mean I don't like any other songs other than my top 10. But I also got some honorable mentions in there that, could take the place of any of those at any given time. It's not like carved in stone, and it doesn't discount anyone else's opinion. It's just my opinion. It's just what moves me. So, and post your top. If you're interested in the artists that I'm, post your top 10 in the comments. I like to see how all of our lists compare. Like me and Malcolm Tent were talking about my Grand Funk list last night, and I think Malcolm's going to come on with me soon, and we're just going to do a break on through about Grand Funk Railroad. What do you think of that? Because we got a lot of stories. But today's first top 10 will be my top 10 of the Faces. One of my favorite bands of all time. Now, I'm not talking about the Small Faces, the band they were before becoming the Faces. Even though I love them too, and I will eventually do a top 10 of them. But today it's the Faces, fronted by Rod Stewart. They didn't have a big output. They weren't around, incredibly long time. But damn, what they did was pretty damn amazing. And I would think I have to say my number one song by them that is my go-to every single time is Ooh La La. Oh yeah. And these will be followed by my next 9 in no particular order, okay? This doesn't mean, oh yeah, well I like this one better than that one. It's like, so I'm going to go down the list, okay? Number 1, I just said, is Ooh La La. Number 2, from that same album, My Fault. Number 3, Miss Judy's Farm. Number 4, also from Ooh La La, Glad and Sorry. Happy or sad. Number 5, Debris. Number 6, Pool Hall Richard. Number 7, If I'm on the Late Side. Well, you can go if you wanna. Great song. Number 8, Borstal Boys. Number 9, 3-Button Hand-Me-Down. And number 10, and I love this song. Gosh, I love this song so much. It's called You Can Make Me Dance, Sing, or Anything. Even take the dog for a walk. Mend a fuse. Fold away the ironing board, or any other domestic shortcomings. That's the title of the song. The real title of the song. So there you have it. My top 10 of the Faces. And then a lot of you that are familiar with them probably know, oh yeah, there's a bunch from Ooh La La, man. That's one of those albums that are just perfect from start to finish, in my opinion. I love it. So, I'm going to do another top 10 before we sign off today. John Booth says I'm froze, but I've been seeing a lot of thumbs and hearts going up. Yeah, there they go. I'm not froze here, John. Maybe it's your Wi-Fi, son. News items. There's some ANTiSEEN shows coming up soon. Oh, yeah. March 31st. At the club that we have practically become the house band at. Ground Zero in Spartanburg, South Carolina. We will be opening for our good friend, our old friend. I've known him since he was a young kid. Wednesday 13. Oh, yeah. Those little golf kids ain't gonna know what the fuck's hitting them when we come walking on. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Oh, yeah. They'll probably think we're the damn stage crew coming to make some repairs to the stage or something. The very next night, we will be in Wilmington, North Carolina on April 1st. And that ain't no April Fool's joke either, son. We will be at Reggie's in Wilmington. I do not know what the lineup for that one is. But as soon as I do, I will let you know. I know y'all can dig that. Well, let me do a few plugs around here. I plugged in a roundabout way Janice's page. You know, don't forget her birthday on Saturday, everybody. But there's some stuff that's just come out, and I'm gonna let you look at it. Although it'll be backwards, but try not to let that ruin your groove and make you crumple into the floor, and you know all that. But first off, we got from Ruined Records, a brand new single from one Mad Brother. Oh man. Oh. Man, have y'all ever seen that cover by that band Brujeria? I'm probably not saying it right. Or worse yet, have you seen the cover of Big Black's record called Headache, I think? It was in a paper bag or some kind of slip case, and it was a picture of a shotgun blast victim, probably self-inflicted. Well, I looked at the back of this Mad Brother Ward record, and I got the same shock when I saw those record covers. I'm going to show it to you guys. I warn you right now, though, the faint at heart better, you know, maybe reconsider whether you want to look at this or not. But there's the back. That's rough. Oh, yeah. It's a 2-song 7-inch. And one side is, let me see if I can get some light reflected on it there so you can see. One side is etched with the old Mad Brother Ward cartoon logo with the skull and the wings. You know, you see it better when you see it better when you buy the damn thing. Look at it in your own sunlight. Well, it's a beautiful blue though, opaque blue. Mad Brother Ward. Ruined Records. And I don't know if any of you saw the post or not, but I got in a nice big couple of boxes in today from the great country of Spain. From Bang Records in Spain. I've had this arranged for a little bit, and I did not think it was going to happen this fast. I promise you I did not. But we have a vinyl edition of Eat More Possum. First time on vinyl in probably over 10 years. A very small run. I've only got 100 for the United States. There will be 500 for Europe. Been a slight remaster done to it. They used the original artwork. I put these hype stickers on for you when you order one. Pressed in Spain. Trademark of Destructo. Everybody will get those on their record. Black vinyl. They used the original back. I failed to mention that I no longer live at this address in New London, North Carolina anymore, but oh well. Such is life. But they did their own inner sleeve insert. I'm not going to open this one. A couple of people have asked me to sign, and man, I'm telling you, the inner sleeve looks like it was designed for sign. Well, you know what? I am going to go ahead. I'll open it and show it to you. And I've already sold quite a bit today. They're not on the website yet. They won't be on the website until the end of the week because our extremely talented and very busy jet-setting webman is out of town until the end of the week, so he won't get a chance to do it. But you can get them. You can go to my post and look at how to get them now, and just buy them direct if you're worried about not getting one. Look at that. See, that's designed for some signing going on there, so that's where I'm going to sign them for you. Got some nice liner notes by the late great Jerry Clayworth, talking about us shooting guns in the living room and drinking whiskey all the time, which is probably where a lot of people got that idea that we do. Hey man, you guys like drink Evan Williams and shoot guns and that? Okay, so it may have happened a couple of times, but we don't sit around doing it. It's like, nah, man, we come home and watch TV and fall asleep on the couch. You know, stuff the working class does. But very proud of this. Very proud of this album. Very happy that it's coming out again. But don't worry. I know you're going, well, damn, Jeff Clayton, if you got a reissue out now, what about when TKO goes to do that deluxe reissue? Well, man, we're probably looking at a year or more down the road. We got tons other coming out on TKO. And we're concentrating mainly on the newer stuff on TKO right at the moment. So, oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you about that. And the Dean Assads and myself are scheduled to be in the studio this Saturday. Provided there's no snowmageddon or no one gets the plague. And at first we were thinking, man, we're just going to go in and do me and the Dean Assads tunes and maybe one or two more. But then I started looking at it, I was like, man, Barry, I think I can do most. I can do them all. I think we're going to do them all. I think we're going to be done with this album. What do you think of that? Great Disasters may be ready to wrap up as far as recording this weekend. And then all we got is mixed down, and then we got mastering. Then we got the long queue of waiting to be pressed, printed, not in that order particularly, but and then eventually released. So I'm not even going to begin to give you a date of when that's going to happen. But wheels are turning, and it's all happening in motion. You know, this weekend we had some snow here in the South. A lot of you guys, like I was going to do a little back and forth with Trusty Nathan Trusty today, and we're talking about work, and I said, well, you work in a cold ass warehouse too? And he says, nah, what I do, you know, it makes the place hot as hell in here, but he says it's 1 degree outside. And I'm like, well, damn, our warehouse was 30 something, getting to the low 40s, and I'm about to freeze. I told him maybe I'm just getting old, or maybe I'm just a pussy, or maybe I'm an old pussy. One man's cold's another man's comfort. But even with the snow, and maybe some of you guys from up north and in the Midwest don't understand this, but man, when it snows here, everything shuts down. They close schools. Businesses don't open. You know, it's just like, bam! Couple of days off. What's Tink Tink say? Tink Tink says, please tell me the new album will be on CD too. Tink Tink, the new album is scheduled. Now, it's in the plans to be on CD on Jack Hammer Records. There's even talk of there being a cassette version on TPOS Records. Can we make all this happen and coincide with each other and happen at the same time? Well, we'll see. We're sure as hell going to give it the old preschool try. But anyway, so yeah, the South shuts down. But there were some wrestling shows going to big time wrestling. Had some shows this weekend, and one was in Salisbury on Friday, and it did get canceled because because of the snow. But then the next night, we go to Spartanburg, and y'all gonna have to forgive me on this, man. But there's a tag team that's in AEW. And there are 3 letters. Someone please tell me what they are. I can never remember the 3 letters. I don't watch new wrestling. I talked to a few of you guys on here about it sometime, and you keep me in the loop. But FTR, yes. The main event was FTR versus Rock and Roll Express, and it was really good. The second main event that happened first was George South versus Jerry Lawler. And George South had that whole place ready to kill him. It was a good night, man. Great quality work. Sellout crowd. No plague hysterics. I think people are finally getting tired of living in fear all the time. Let me show you some t-shirts I picked up from Mr. Number One George South. Here's one celebrating his death match dip that he took. It's pretty damn cool, huh? If you guys see these and want one, you can get them from his website. And here's the classic George South shirt. I have one of these in red letters, but he had one in orange. And I don't know if y'all know it, but orange is old JC's favorite color. So I went ahead and got one of them. Helps out George South. Helps me look fashionable. It's a win-win situation. Now, I was going to do another top 10, but man, if I do another top 10, I'm going to wrap up soon. So, I think I've talked about everything I had planned to talk about. Nikki, what's up, man? I said, all you guys coming in saying hi. I'm sorry I didn't catch you, but hello, welcome everybody. Great to have you all here. What are we going on now? Almost 2 years? Almost a year at least, right? Malcolm knows how many episodes we've done, and I don't keep up with it. Like I told you, I don't worry about what I've done. I worry about what I'm doing, what I got coming on. But we've been doing this for a good bit, and you guys are still coming here every week, pulling up a chair, sitting under the table. David asked me, is there any record label you wish was still around? Record labels. Now, are you talking about as far as what we worked with or just in general? Because if you're talking about it just in general, you know, I would love to see labels like Impulse and Starday, but they were putting out records that were relevant to their time. So I guess I don't. they were really good labels. I like just about everything that came out on those two labels. They're far ends of the spectrum. Starday put out all the country and some of the mountain stuff, hillbilly stuff, and Impulse, of course, did some of the jazz and some of the more adventurous jazz. Stephen Smith says top 10 record label. I had to give that some thought, Stephen. Stephen. Malcolm says 90 episodes and counting. Yes, Andy Miller, you're correct. Starday did some of those great trucking song compilations. Tink Tink wishes Mystery School was... Yeah, you know what? I wish Mystery School was... Because at least with Mystery School, we knew just about every release was going to be, coincide with a CD release. And but believe me, I understand... that's run by our good friend John Bridges, and I understand the pitfalls of a label. David says he misses Dog Meat Records out of Australia. That was another great one. We were the first release on Dog Meat. Noise for the sake of noise. King Records, Marvin says King Records. They were really a great label too. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead with my next top 10. Oh yeah. This will be my personal top 10 of The Clash. Now, I have an idea of what a bunch of you probably say. Oh, yeah, man, I can pick Clayton's top 10 of Clash like this, man. I know what you would. But you can't. Here we go. And one of my favorite Clash songs ever. Safe European Home. Well, it opens, give them enough rope. And what a damn opener it is. And I'm going to go through 2 through 10, and keep in mind these are in no particular order. And I'll also have some honorable mentions that could have been sandwiched in with these. And if you ask me this same question Friday, some of these may be in the spots of some of these, but I'm going to say that this is, if I had a comp made of these 10 songs, I would be happy. Okay? You know what I mean? Number 2, White Man and Hammersmith Palace. Some of that Clash reggae, which I really love it. I really do. Number 3, and you would never guess this one, from Sandinista. Up in Heaven. That one gets me, man. It gets me. Number 4, and people go, oh, man, Train in Vain. Love Train in Vain. Love that it's part of classic rock radio now. Because now when you're going down the road and listen, it's not all Stairway to Heaven and Slow Ride. You get to hear Train in Vain sometime. Number 5, more of that Clash reggae. Revolution Rock. It is a brand new rock. Bad rock. This here revolution rock. Number 6, Stay Free. Number 7, Guns on the Roof. Now, I want to try a little experiment with you. For all you people that know some of the early Gigi stuff, don't talk to me, matter of fact, okay? Does everybody in here is somewhat familiar with Don't Talk to Me? Well, go put on your Clash record. Go put on side 2 of Give 'Em Enough Rope on Guns and listen to Guns on the Roof. And sing Don't Talk to Me. Oh, yeah. Number 8, Gates of the West. It was a single that came out with the first album. I think the U.S. Copies. I may be wrong on that, but it was a single. Gates of the West and Groovy Times. Both really good songs. Gates of the West, in my opinion, should have been on the first or second album. But they didn't ask me. Joe Strummer and Mick Jones and Bernie Rhodes, they didn't call Jeff Clayton up in New London, North Carolina, and say, "Hey man, what do you think Gates of the West should be on one of these?" They didn't, so it didn't. Number 9 is a cover. And the Clash were one of those bands that when they did a cover, they made it their own. Armageddon Time. And I'm going to do a slash honorable mention that could take that one's place anytime. Police and Thieves. A Junior Murvin song. Number 10. Straight to Hell. Straight to hell, boy. Go straight to hell, boy. I've done that a few times on here. But I got honorable mentions. I'm gonna throw out there. The ones I told you could take the spot at any time. And these are ones I probably should have done a Clash Top 20. Yeah, David robbed me. He's a big fan of Bank Robber. That's a great song as well. But I'm going to say Capitol Radio. White Riot, the single version. And I was talking to Malcolm 10 about this last night. All the Young Punks. I'll Give 'Em Enough Rope. I don't mind saying this to y'all, but man, that the end of that song, it really gets me, man. It just puts a lump right here, man. Just like, these guys went through what I went through and understood it better than me. They were able to put it into words that I couldn't I was not capable of putting into song. Especially the ending. Not the part about the manager and all that stuff, but you know. Especially the part about having the future looking like a piece of gold, but you swear if you get closer, it looks more like a lump of coal. I think a lot of us experience that, not just guys looking to do something in music. I'm going to go with my next 4 here. Guns of Brixton, Sean Flynn, Remote Control, and Rudy Can't Fail. How'd you get so rude and reckless? Oh, yeah. I know this will create a lot of discussion on Facebook. People are real one way or the other about the Clash. There's not a lot of, they're okay. It's either they love them or they hate them. And I know you would think, well, Jeff Clayton, you don't like all that commie stuff, but you know what? They were so good. They played with such urgency, and the songs were so incredible. I mean, you hear them one time, and they're stuck in your head forever. And you know, when you're a young guy looking for your heroes to emulate, who you want to copy, you know, for us, well, I've explained it before. It was the big bands at first, and we were like, how the fuck how do you get to that? How do you get, how do you pick up the guitar, you know, and you got this stuff in you and you want to make, but you can't play like Joe Perry and you can't play like Ted Nugent. You know, these guys have been playing for 15, 20 years at this point, and you're just like, well, when you discover the Sex Pistols and the Clash and the Ramones, you know, then it all was like a dirty windshield that was wiped clean with a big wet rag. Timothy, I'm not going to post it on the ANTiSEEN Facebook page. I'm going to post it on my personal Facebook page. I try to keep the ANTiSEEN Facebook page dealing with ANTiSEEN business, but it'll be on my page. I don't know if I'll get to it tonight. It may be tomorrow, but I'm gonna put Clash and Faces. So, do you guys like this idea of talking about top tens on Break On Through? I won't do 2 every time. I don't know. One day I may do nothing but top tens. I may do like 9 top tens. I don't know. I got a bunch of hearts. I'm guessing that means, yeah, Jeff Clayton, we want to hear some top tens up in here. And, you know, as we do them, you know, we'll learn to, you know, expound on stuff a little bit. I feel a little bit rushed today. I got a lot going on. Do some wrestling. Yeah, Marvin, we'll get to wrestling. We'll get to movies. We'll get to top 10 of just about anything you can make a top 10 list of. See, everybody's listing Clash songs now. He's like, can you do David Rod, can you do top 10s of stuff you hate? I refuse to do that, David. I don't like I don't like to be one of the people that goes on and just slams bands. And to be honest with you, if I hate it, I don't give it that much thought. And if I hate it, I sure don't want to give it any free advertising on Break On Through. Because, you know, there's a small bunch of you right now watching. And then as the days go on, we get around, you know, anywhere from 500 to 700, sometimes 1,000 to 1,200 people watching. And I'm not going to do free ads for stuff I hate. You ain't getting no piggyback on Break On Through, son. No. Top 10 movies about boats sinking. Oh, now, David, are you thinking about food and stuff? Now, that's different. You talk about bands, I'm not going to advertise. But, yeah, I'll talk about shit like that. Are you guys ready for a special guest? It's about time for me to wrap up here. And I see Mark Unrest says he wants to hear my top 10 Dead Moon songs. That's one I can do for you, Mark. I love Dead Moon. I got a bunch of Dead Moon records too, man. I don't think I have all of them, but I would say I'm damn close. I even got that record that come with the book, the big box set. My main man over at TKO Records snagged that for me. But David's coming back, not bands, just random stuff. Okay, well, you didn't make that clear, but yeah, we can do that. I'm just not going to trash bands. So, but all right, here comes my special guest.
Not a nap.
My special guest has not had a nap today, worth any to speak of. And he might be a little cranky. Oh, gosh. Let's see what we got here. But it's little Coleman. There's little Coleman right there with his pawpaw. He's got his feet in my pocket. I can't get his... Oh, there we go. Now, I want to show you guys something. I want to show you this shirt he's got on. You see this? Can you tell what it is? It's a husky dog. It says Alaska. My dad was stationed in Alaska when I was about Coleman's age. And he brought that back from Alaska to me. And now little Coleman's wearing it. His mom and grandma are over here trying to keep him distracted looking your way, but he's too busy looking at all this good stuff he wants to get into. Now they're dancing. It's a floor show. Look at this little guy. Hey, can you make a raspberry for the people? Can you give them a... Can you do that for them? I don't guess he's being very talkative today. Can you call your mama? He's not going to talk today, folks. But you know what? I appreciate everyone coming by today and spending some time with me. And we'll see you next week. Be sure to look at my personal Facebook page for my top 10s. And of course, always keep check of the ANTiSEEN page, the ANTiSEEN Instagram. The Malcolm Tent page, who will be doing Tent Talks Tunes tomorrow night. Katie After Dark. Katie's Moment of Clarity. We got all kind of stuff linked to us. It's happening. It's something for you to look at every single day if you choose to. Isn't that right, little Coleman? You laugh?
Just laugh.
Huh?
Just laugh.
Okay, let's see if we can make him laugh.
He's not even having it.
No, he ain't having it.
He ain't about to
He's just like, man, I need a nap. I need a nap up in here. Well, from us to you, remember what you got to do and get it done. Because you're going to eventually have to break on through, son. Ain't that right, little guy? Yeah.